If you're watching this, you came here to see the journey of a YouTuber turned filmmaker and all the spooky shit that happened while making indie horror Shelby Oaks. But we have to be fast because in the next 49 seconds, things are gonna get scarier.
Okay, so that was more personal than I even realized.
One of Chris's biggest inspirations for this story about a woman searching for her missing sibling came from Chris's estranged sister shunned after leaving Jehovah's Witnesses.
It was very strange as a 12-year-old to be told, your sister is spiritually dead.
Hon, are you okay?
This also influenced Chris. A short he shot with his wife at a cabin in the woods 9 years before this film's release.
This camcorder that's right behind me is actually the camcorder we used.
For the found footage scenes, Chris broke out his own equipment he used to shoot videos as a kid.
It's where they shot Shawshank Redemption.
This spot and many more locations Chris secured in his home state of Ohio led to strange moments on set. So what do you think about Shelby Oaks and what's your favorite indie horror film of all time? Shriek your thoughts in the comments below. But for now, that is a minute. I think we're good to go for a little bit longer. So let's dive into bonus behind the scenes. As I was saying earlier, Chris and co had encountered some real weird stuff while on set, especially while they were in the Ohio State Reformatory. So how did just the layout freak out the actors?
We're 4 stories up and I don't know. And then you had to lean against one.
Yeah. And run too.
And run.
Yeah.
And I cut myself.
And Sarah Dern, who plays Riley, also recalled an unsettling moment on the very first day when they were scouting where to shoot the paranormal paranoid found footage scenes when they were being shown around by a guard/tour guide of this historical place.
Who's like very into the ghosts of this space. Him telling us about like who lived in this cell and how he killed 3 women.
Another story of the same spot was when Chris witnessed a silhouette of a person slowly walking toward them, accompanied by a creepy jangling sound, though it turned out to be a maintenance worker of sorts, but it was still strange for them.
And he's got a tool belt on with like wrenches and screwdrivers and shit. And he walks up to us and he's like, "You guys need anything fixed?"
Chris said the area surrounding the shoot location is a pretty dangerous spot, in which they had actual security with them to ensure their safety. So everybody was already on edge, and the tool belt guy just continued making things more uncomfortable with stories like,
"Just so you know, I saw a woman wrapped in barbed wire thrown out of that window. It was really scary." But that's what happens when you shoot in real abandoned places.
Speaking of desolate spaces, that's basically how the crew was able to pull off changing up the scenery, thanks to Chris turning to and asking others he knew if they'd be able to get access to various places.
The town of Shelby Oaks, the abandoned town, is just assembled by abandoned shit that I found in Ohio.
Though the project turned out to be the highest funded horror film in Kickstarter history, raising $1.4 million with the initial goal of just $250,000. Then film studio Neon picked it up, funding a little more than $1 million, but still, Chris had to be very particular about what they shot and how they did it.
We were very much like operating under the radar. It was just like, make this movie or die. Like we're going to get this movie made.
And that's exactly what the writer-director of this movie did, who started as a YouTube movie critic but had a deeper passion and kept pursuing that, which is exactly his words of advice to you if you're wanting to achieve the same.
You are going to get 100 opportunities in any given month to quit. Just don't.
And those words of wisdom are applicable in every facet of life, meaning if you put in the work, you may not see immediate results, but just because it's not happening right off the bat doesn't mean it won't ever occur.
Even if it takes 3 or 4 years and you're like, why hasn't anything happened? Just keep doing it.
And just maybe Chris and other YouTube stars like the Filippo brothers, who made Bring Her Back this year, might just be reshaping Tinseltown into a newer version of itself.
I think it's Hollywood finally saying, like, I guess we have to acknowledge these people exist and that they're really good at what they do. We have voices and we can't be ignored.
So what do you think? Is Chris a part of reshaping Hollywood as we know it?